Mike, Fly By Night. Let's go ahead and introduce everybody from top to bottom. Lady Cat,
Hello.
Ben,
Hello, everyone.
Magic Mike is muted, Aussie,
Good morning, everybody.
and Jeff.
Hello, everyone.
So let's go ahead and just take care of a quick few little things, and then we'll talk about the raid. We can go to the first slide. Currently in the game, you can't use the tier 8 siege tokens, build tokens. I think you can use the tier 8 VXP tokens, but you can't use the tier 8 build tokens to speed up the builds on your Dragoon. This is supposed to work. Corbin's been out of town for like the last 2 weeks, and it appears that he's the only one that can fix these sort of things. So hopefully early next week, if not sooner, that'll get ironed out. So it's good for some people, and if you got them. So, and any thoughts on this? Anybody?
Well, I didn't buy them, so I don't care.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, I wish I had, but I couldn't, so I didn't.
Yeah, because they were pretty cheap. They were 10 gold per. There was a deal, I think week before last, that was 199 gold for 20 of them, plus a lot of stuff, siege related stuff that was mostly older. But those tokens were the main selling point. So let's move on to the next thing. If you have not received the Rock Ring Saturn and 4 other Saturns at this point in time, there was issues. There was issues going on the day they were released, so it only provided the number that you had empty spots on your dock for. And finally today they fixed this, and then this is what I got. One more click. Oops. One more. Okay, so I only had a spot for the flag, and so I got the 4 Saturns today. So if you haven't received them yet, make sure you have space in your dock to fit them all. So that's about it. Everybody else get theirs?
Yeah, I got mine today. I had to get the dock storage all worked out, but once I did that, refreshed, I got them.
Okay.
And is everybody starting to have trouble deciding what to scrap?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have way too many interceptors.
Me too.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of interceptors, and I'm starting to wonder if I need more.
We just built them. We're already thinking about killing them.
Well, they keep. Yeah,
well, the free ones are on my list. I mean, I don't know why I need to have, and they're probably going to come out with more. How many do I have now? I don't even have the Bloodwing, or even the blueprint for that, but I got 3 of the Striders, 6 of the Corsairs, and then 3 of the frigates. So I have, I have 12 of them, and I don't use them. So, I guess a lot of people would have 15, 18, a ton of them.
Yeah, that's killing us for dock space.
Yeah.
We're all a bunch of hoarders.
Yeah.
But I've killed all my old conquerors now, so I guess that.
I know. Now I'm worried that they'll put upgrades to the old conquerors and make it good again.
Yeah.
After I just scrapped them all.
Yeah.
I don't think they go any further back than the breaches and howlers and that, really. I don't think they upgrade anything else lower than that.
Uh-huh.
Famous last words.
Uh-huh. We'll see.
I know a bunch of
He is
people
too far away on the rest of them.
Yeah. But a lot of my resource gatherers and stuff, I mean, I don't even remember the last time I went out and hit resource targets, and I still haven't scrapped all those yet either.
Yeah, I'm gonna just grab some more to keep building these Dragoons.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Made room for
Don't
these
forget-
guys. And they're not even that good a build, and I don't know why 2 Saturn fleets is actually going to be useful to me.
Right.
Don't forget about your ejaculator. I mean, subjugator.
Oh, jeez.
The
Yeah.
ejaculator to go with the masturbator badge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, my.
Well, for people that have the Saturns, there's really no reason to keep the second fleet because you still would have to upgrade all of them, and there's really
And
takes-
refit, because they're not
Well,
that good.
Yeah.
No, there is one good reason to potentially keep them. Is this, these TLCs are hard as hell. So if you could kill off the cheapo Saturn first, and then maybe you can finish the TLC with your good Saturns.
Oh, great. Now I'm going to be a hoarder again. Thanks.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well, there's always plenty of tokens for upgrading your Saturns and refitting. So I
the
wouldn't. You'd probably do it for free anyway if you wanted to keep them and upgrade them and do whatever.
free Saturns will auto the 100 raid target right now for about a half-hour damage, and it's better than my normal Saturns for that for some reason.
They're too bloody slow.
Yeah. Maybe that's the thing. In the target, the ships are taking pity on me.
Yeah.
For being so slow.
How's the other target? There's a Saturn target and a Nemi target, right?
Yeah, the Nemi one, if you drive it and drive it very well, you can get for about a half hour also.
With Saturns?
Yes,
What about with Nemis?
the Kickside Saturns.
What about with Nemis?
I don't have them. Never built them.
Yeah, see, I did.
What's going on?
I'm not doing it.
It's
It's
not,
not me.
It sounds like somebody's taking a leak.
It ain't me. I'm sitting in my computer.
Somebody was filling up a glass with their
Bottle of whiskey.
yeah,
Vodka.
rum. We're rum
Vodka.
pirates. It's rum.
Rum.
It was vodka being poured. I'll be right back.
He calls himself a pirate.
Yeah.
He's a Russian pirate.
Lady, I can do my Nemis in a 102 for around 10 minutes or less.
Cool.
Driving.
Okay. Thanks, Mike.
My pleasure.
Driving.
Yes, driving.
Yeah.
10 minutes. That's pretty
Saturns, I got to learn how to drive them. I don't know how to drive the darn things.
Those are the ones you don't really need to drive.
Yeah.
So just auto with those?
They're
That's
pretty.
that's what they were saying for half-hour damage.
I don't want to have hour damage. I want 5 minutes damage.
I
Well,
want no damage.
It's
Well, true.
pretty much in base instant repair on the Saturns.
Okay, I'm going to try one right now.
In a 100 on auto.
I'm going to do it right now.
Lady Cat, could you hit refresh?
See Battle Pirates next week just came out.
Yep. Ooh, 4 new wallpapers. Somebody's gonna have to buy some more monitors to have them all up. And it says we're gonna get new BP content, so maybe we're gonna see, I don't know, future stuff in the wallpapers.
I can't see it yet. Still loading.
Yeah.
What's still loading?
Oh,
Sorry.
screen.
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Here.
All right. We're gonna have next week. We're also gonna have 4 TLCs in addition to the August FM, where I'm fearing a change. Hopefully, we don't get a change to something making the Praetorians stand out a little bit better than they have. The XP weekend and 4 TLCs. I don't.
And the FM that we all begged for.
Mm-hmm. And then the FM breeding information on targets and what to expect in the they're not giving anything away. and the Pirates Code Contest. I don't know what that is, and then VXP Weekend. So, all right, I guess we can go back to the raid unless anybody has any thoughts on the 4 new wallpapers.
Can't wait. I'm just holding my breath.
Okay.
Does anybody even use the wallpapers thing? I mean, what is it? Wallpapers for your computer?
Yeah.
No, you print them off and you use them to.
Wallpaper your room, yeah.
Well, if I could, do my OP or something and some wallpaper, that would be kind of cool. But then they'd start selling it, so never mind.
Well, one last thing, I've clicked the, I've put an invite to allow people to join the show if you want. I'm going to have to in the comments, not the YouTube comments, but the chat comments. Let me know if there's something that you want to say, and I can rotate people in and out based on if you have something to say at that point or not. And but the link is there in case anybody would like to join us. But we're full at this point, but we can hold 4 more people. I just sort of need to juggle them, and let me know if you have anything to say on anything at that point in time. So alrighty. So I guess we should talk how everybody is doing in the raid. Also, you always do interesting things. How is your raid going?
Not real that good. I'm only hitting lower levels. I'm not coining as usual. So I'll hit the 116s, 118s, and then I'll go and put it in repair and go out and hit. What am I hitting? I don't know what I'm hitting. 108s and 110s.
Oh, the Saturn targets?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm hitting 41, 43s.
Yeah, I'm not going that low.
I've
only got
40.
like 22 and a half, need 23 or something, so I'm not really doing that much.
I gotcha. Yeah, I only hit the 41s and the 43s to round up because I noticed we're not getting the full points on the 116 and the 118. So I use those to round up to the next. I'm not getting round numbers, is what I'm saying. I'm getting less than that. I guess it's the mortars are hitting their own ships and doing damage, so I'm not getting the full points. So I hit the 41s and 43s to round up, but otherwise I've been hitting the 116 and the 118s. Some people have been quite successful in hitting the 900s and getting the whole 1.8 million. For the best I've seen is around an hour and a half without a GM crew. So they're getting it done. Most people are getting significantly more time than that, but you get the 1.8 million and then you get another pretty much, if you've done any S sets, you get another 500,000. So it's about 2.3 million if you're able to take care of that. There's some videos out there if anybody wants to give it a shot.
The best I've got in points is only 1.73 because there's always 1 or 2 ships that seem to get off the edge of the map before I get there.
Oh, so you've been doing the 900s as well?
Oh, I did. Oh, I think I've done 2.
Okay.
That's it. I only do them every now and again, not very often because, I take too much damage in them.
Yeah, I've been hitting the 116 and the 118.
Yeah.
The 118 yesterday, I was doing it for like 20 minutes on the map of damage. And now today, and then some point last night, I switched to like mid 30s. I'm not sure if I'm getting worse or if they did something to those targets.
They did, I'm pretty sure. I usually don't say that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that this morning I hit one, and then this evening, ugly.
It seems like the blast from the smart torpedo is going out farther than what it was, because before it used to have to pretty much be on you when it exploded. But now you can be farther away and you're getting damage from it.
That's giving more splash.
Yeah.
and they seem to survive longer. I usually, without driving too much, they would pop before they got to me with the number of CICs I have. Now they seem to be surviving till they get to me, which means partially it's my driving now, which usually that's what it is. But why they're getting to me now, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of damage when even they pop, as he was saying, near you instead of they don't have to pop right on you anymore. They just have to pop. You can be on the fringe of the frost, and then you take damage.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, because my damage went up because of it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure I don't think it's that, because I don't really get that close to them, because I don't have enough that I've enough of the elusive CICs that I always am actively avoiding them. So I don't know what changed in that target. And then the 116 has always been, I think something's happened in there as well. I've turned to prepping out the gluttonies in there. I don't even bother in the 118 because it didn't really seem to save me much. Maybe after this change, I'll try it again. It just makes the driving a little bit more, a little trickier, but it doesn't really seem to add damage. But I think the main 3 points that I see out of the 116 and the 118 is, as you guys mentioned, avoid the smart torpedo. Avoid the overloading goblin shark, and 3 is use the land to block any incoming normal torpedoes from hitting your ships, and just rely on, just let them hit you with explosive to try and limit damage in these targets. So, any other points that are general things on the S-sets anybody has?
No, I'm pretty much doing the same thing using the land. I circle the land sometimes. I'll stay there long enough until if one gets around, and I'll move again a little bit further around. So the torps can't hit me. Quite a few of them getting no concussive damage whatsoever on my fleet. It's all explosive. Well, because I'm circling the island, so the torps aren't actually hitting me.
Yeah. I've run across that where it's odd, where it shows that I'm not sure what evade means at this point, because I don't show any concussive damage, or resistance. I just show that I've evaded some percentage of them. So I'm not sure if evade.
Yeah, I had that as well. Yeah, I had a big green section, no orange whatsoever in the concussive.
Yeah,
it was all green, or like 3/4 green.
So I'm not sure if that's the evade that's on my ships, or it's something else that's getting counted, like they're firing them and they're hitting the wall or hitting the land. But those are the main three things that I've seen as far as that. I'm not going to get into the 900. We already had Jeff give us the grand tour, the 15-minute tour of the 900 on Wednesday. So,
The dropped awesome sleep fest that was that target.
yeah, it turns out that Lady Cat was watching the show later and actually did fall asleep during that part of the show.
Oh, well, see.
Sorry.
Yeah. Truth be known.
Big mouth.
Hang on, isn't that what she does during the show anyway?
Oh.
Sometimes.
See? Just admitted it.
That's why Hefe asked me if I was awake.
Yes, well, because I knew we were tight for space, and so, okay, I don't know. Anything else on the raid? Do you want to go to our fly-by-night slide?
I can't. What did you do?
You got BP next week in the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you were going the wrong. There we go.
No, it's the right way.
She was asleep.
No,
Mhm.
I didn't snore, so I didn't sleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
go left. No, the other left.
Yes.
Your other left.
I don't know. I have the link on the right hand side, so if anybody would like to join, have anything else you'd like to say or any questions associated with what's going on in the raid?
Yeah, I want to know who took the whole week to upgrade a suppressor, and it really sad they did, because what's it for?
You.
I could have had my silverfish done. I could have had Praetorians done. I could have done lots of other things. But I upgraded the suppressor because I thought, oh, well, I'll make sure I upgrade it because no one else is doing it. So this is going to be a good thing, and everybody's going to need my help. No, not so much.
I mean, you can go and I don't know that you need it, but because I'm able to do it pretty much, you can go into the S sets and
Prep up. Yeah.
well, you don't even have to prep them. I mean, some people are you get 60,000 for taking out the
gloves.
gluttons.
Yeah, in
And
the 116, yeah, 6,300, and in the 118's 55.
That's just not worth it.
mhm. Well, you don't have any damage, and it takes about a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you might as well just send out 5 of those protos and hit 41s at that rate.
Right.
Well, that's probably why they got rid of that or limited them, because I think there's a lot of points. There's more points than I think they probably intended in those.
Yeah, and everybody's been doing that.
Yeah.
And they did. Is there an announcement about shutting down the spawning rate? Because they used to be like littering the place. Now they're gone.
No, I didn't make an announcement. Did
No,
they make announcements?
Yeah, they wouldn't announce that they're going to reduce anything anyway. So I guess I don't know what I was thinking. They'd announced that they were speeding them up because of demand, but
Yep.
not announce them. We discovered that too many people are getting points, and
Yeah.
If it was something we all wanted, they'd announce it.
Well, they gave people the free bloody fleet. Now they're what? They don't want people to use it.
What the
The
Saturn?
protocols?
Yeah, it's Pro Apollos, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they wanted you to pay to upgrade it.
Yeah.
Because remember, there was a time limit offer that came out right afterwards to get it on the U3.
$9.99.
I don't think it was that much. I think it was gold.
I thought it was 50 gold or 55
Yeah,
gold.
it was like 50 or 100 gold or something like that.
Yeah, that one was. I
Yeah.
was thinking something else.
Yep. No. Yeah. Well, we don't get a party like it's 1999.
21 minutes auto 100 with the Saturn.
There you go. Look at that. Your auto skills are picking up.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better all the time.
Yeah.
Is that the free one or your
Yep,
one?
that's the free one.
That's not bad.
Hey Jeff, put your hands over your ears. I bought the frickin' upgrades.
Oh, so they're not the bought ones. They're upgraded now. So that's
Okay.
different.
That's yeah. They're way
That's a
different when they're
whole new kettle of fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
You got
upgrade on the rock is extremely powerful.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Not so much if you're autoing though.
Well, you got that aura that's killing ships.
It was at U1. I did have enough to do U1 on my own.
Mm-hmm.
And the very first time I did one, it was like under 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Every time after that, it was like under 20. I mean, it was driving. It was, I had to wait in the dock. So something happened between the first time and the second time, but I don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
But when that offer popped up, I said, F it, and I just went ahead and did it. Screw it.
Okay. All right.
Filthy coin.
No, it was coin that was already in my account. Yeah, I guess you could say that, because otherwise I'd have.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't my money, but it was technically coins. Yep, done.
Okay.
I accept it.
I can't believe I'm the only one shaking right here.
You need a Xanax?
Yeah, pass me over one.
A couple of those and a couple of these massacres, and you'll be in good shape.
Well, I'll just take the massacres for now. See what that does. Maybe I'll
Okay.
enjoy hitting these 41s. But you know what? I can't find them. They've gone back to the old way of limiting that.
While I was waiting for the doctor, I was playing it on the app, and it was like I'm doing 41s and 43s, and I couldn't believe that the targets were a minute away from each other. I said, "What the heck?" They were all on top of each other all day long. Now all of a sudden, we got to go a minute away to hit a 41 or a 43. Something happened.
Yeah,
So,
and you're
I
right.
heard you guys talking about it. So
Okay, let's go to slide 7, Lady Cat.
I'm on mute.
Which direction is that?
Well, I think you're on 5 right now.
Is that 7?
Yeah. Click refresh. Refresh it, would you?
Okay.
Dragoon. You know,
Okay.
I'm not worried about claiming the Dragoon this raid cycle because in 2 months they'll just give it to us.
Mm.
Yeah, well,
Just grind out the lower ones.
yep.
Just get the weapons and throw them on your eradicators.
You know, next month they're going to give away Proto Apollos. You know that, right?
Done that already.
Twice in a row. Dun dun dun. Proto Centurions. I don't know sure which proto you were going for, but they gave us Proto Apollos a couple months ago.
Yeah, so
I meant
everyone's got
Proto
them.
Tide Seekers.
To give us those,
I think. Well, they already gave us one for free at some point.
they gave
yeah.
us some more.
When we got the blueprint for the Proto Tide, they gave us one kind of built. It had one weapon special on it.
The Proto Tide.
I
Yeah.
thought they gave us a full ship.
Yeah, I think we got a full ship. There was one where we only got one. I think the Proto Apollo. I think we originally got one blank ship when we originally got them.
Yeah,
And
during the event.
Yeah, and then
It
a
was
couple
during the
months
raid,
ago,
they gave you one.
gave everybody a full fleet of Proto Apollos. But Cuttlefish wanted us to talk about the Dragoon kits because of the upgrades, and the upgrades are substantial. As before, the upgrade of the U3 upgrade again is the most substantial. Providing way more ballistic survival than that comes with the ship, or you can add to the ship currently with specials and armor. So it is a bit of a game changer as far as how much damage you might take, even though survival, it's hard to tell if survival actually does anything, and it's just the amount of armor that you have, which doesn't really make sense as far as the math goes. So I don't know. What does everybody think about, the U1's nothing. U2 is, has some significant, but U3 seems to be the one that's providing the most buzz.
Yep. Just like I thought it would on the suppressor, but
Well, have you got your suppressor
Finished?
damaged?
yeah. Well, I only used it a couple times, and I said, heck with this. But I had to coin my suppressor to get it out.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I used my silverfish tokens to put guns and armor on. I already tried the targets without the big gun, but without extra armor. I actually did better before I added all the other stuff.
Well, that sort of goes back to what I was saying before, where I think they changed the targets. See, I don't think that you adding the guns and the armor made it worse. I think, and that's what I really hate, that they don't notify us. Okay, we've done something to the target. Even though you might have made changes, it does. You've added improved armor with no repair time, and you've added weapons that do more damage. But now you're taking more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've run into this before, where I get really confused because you might make some changes that aren't necessarily black and white, but then they made some changes to the target that they don't notify you about, and then you're completely confused as far as, is what I did wrong, or did they change how I was measuring it against what was going on previously?
It just doesn't seem right that they can do that.
Well, they need to adjust it. I mean, because they could also adjust it down and make it do less damage.
Right.
And I would also be equally confused.
But when they do that, they usually tend to tell us, don't they?
No.
We'll get a little
Not
pop up
always,
that
not
says
always. They
damage in the so-and-so has been turned down 10%. Try again.
Yeah, but they don't tell you they turned it up 30% the night before.
Exactly. They tell us when they do it down, but they're not. They tell us when it'll make us happy, and they don't tell us when they know it won't. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
And we have 8 years of precedent for that statement.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I haven't had a lot of time to do the raid, so I might need somebody to help me prep this weekend.
Where are you at?
Not where you're at.
Then that's not going to help.
Nope.
You
You could always ask Detective Solhex. He's in your world.
Is he? Yeah, I'm sure he would just love to help me. I don't think so.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
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 Who is this? I can't see because
It's
I'm
a
presenting.
Stormcatcher here. First time I've ever been on one of the shows.
Well, welcome, Stormcatcher.
Hey, Stormy.
How's
Is
your
it just
raid
me?
going?
Is it just me, or is he really quiet?
You are kind of quiet. Can you turn your mic up a little or move it
Mic
close?
is up.
Well, I can hear you. That's good.
Right now, the lag is killing my raid. So I'm just go in every once in a while and use my Saturns and my Silverfish. Other than that, I'm using my BP app and running Photo Apollos and Manticores into the 40s.
Now, are you seeing enough 40s there to make it worthwhile with the app?
Well, with the 10 hours I've already missed on the raid, I got about 3.5 million.
Wow, that's pretty good. So, well, I guess with the app, it wouldn't be as noticeable, would it? That there aren't as many targets spawning.
Actually, I'm finding quite a bit with the app because every time I select a target, it goes up and it's got 241s and 243s listed. The only thing I get upset about is I cannot auto with my bat rays, and I sure in the heck am not going to auto with my Saturns.
Why? Why can't you? Everybody's telling me the 100s are good to auto with Saturns. What would you hit with your bat rays? I don't even know. Is there a bat ray target?
Yeah, 86.
86 and 88, but every time I click on select a target, it says there's no targets available.
Send a ticket on that one. I should be working from the app.
Well, the last couple of times I've sent in tickets because of problems, I didn't get the answers I was looking for, so I decided to back off the tickets for a while.
Yeah, I understand, but they need to know about it if it's a problem.
That's true.
Do you ever go to Discord?
Yes, I do, and well,
He has the same issues we do.
of course.
Well, if you go and post that problem under bug reports, If you don't want to send a ticket, that's the next best option is to post it under bug reports
Okay.
and see if somebody responds. In general chat, you might not be as lucky, but since that's a bug you're posting, somebody might look at it. And if nobody answers you or does anything, you can always tag somebody like Gilly or Corbin will be back next week, I guess.
Yeah, CM Gilly is trying to help lift my ban from the forums
Oh,
because
good.
I've got quite a few ideas and all that and stuff to say about what's going on and all that. And well, since I can't post it, I'm just letting it all sit there until I'm able to.
And you won't post it in Discord? Oh, well, never mind.
The trolls, every time you try to post something in there, here comes the troll squad.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes there is a lot of negativity in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get all the information I can for our group and post it for them. And well, we're down to 3 players, but we're sticking with it as best we can.
Well, that's good. Yeah. A lot of us are still just hanging in.
Stormcatcher, what sector are you in?
Sector 95.
All right.
I've hit one 114 and one 116. The 116, when I hit it, everything froze up, and I finally got back into it. 5 minutes later, um, I was down to 2 ships to finish off. Needless to say, I ended up with about maybe 3 hours of damage, and there's U0. So I don't know what the heck, how I survived that.
Yeah, that is interesting how you would manage to 5 minutes. What browser do you use?
I'm using Chrome. I've tried Firefox. When I've tried that, it lags up on me immediately.
Okay.
Everything freezes up, and it takes about 30 minutes in order for me to get into the game.
Yeah. Recommendation for everybody that uses Chrome. Um, Open your manager, and between targets, take a look at what your memory usage is. And there's been a recent change, and you'll start to get a feel because open up and look at the details. It's not the total amount of memory that Google Chrome is using in your manager. You need to sort it by memory. And the highest memory usage is going to be Battle Pirates, unless you're doing something funky. You can watch YouTube or YouPorn or whatever. It's going to be Battle Pirates. That's number one as far as your memory usage. Once it gets pretty high, for my computer, it's like I start to get a little worried once I get past like 1900 megabytes. Um, but previously, what I would do is I would cancel that individual thing and just reboot Battle Pirates. That doesn't work anymore because some of the changes that Chrome has made relative to Flash. You need to restart your browser at that point in time, and that's going to make things a lot more stable for you as long as you keep a good track of your memory usage. And like I said before, you could just reboot. Um, you just refresh the one tab that you had open that was Battle Pirates, but you need to shut down Chrome and start it back up the way it is. This isn't a Battle Pirates thing or a Kickside thing. This is a Google and Flash thing that's been going on for a couple of months at this point. So just
Mm,
throw that out there, and you should crash less.
That's what I do. I keep resetting my browser when it starts lagging up real bad.
Yeah,
And
but keep an eye on it beforehand because sometimes you don't even see it. But you know how to get to your task manager by going down to your Windows bar, and
yeah,
okay, and just between targets, I would just check on it, sort it on memory, and open up the details. Click down on Google Chrome, and once you start getting to a bad number, you'll learn what the bad number is for your individual computer. But yeah, like I said, mine's like over 1700, and I have like I think 12 megs of RAM or 12 gigs of RAM. I'm sorry. So it might be completely different for somebody that has a zillion, or somebody that has 4 or 8 or whatever. But it's a good thing to just keep an eye on and learn how your computer acts with the game.
All right.
So
I will mute myself for a few minutes and I'll be back.
okay. So, do we have much else? Much else that we want to talk about at this point in time?
No.
No.
No,
I've got it muted.
I mean,
No, because I'm trying to be positive.
What did they say? If you have nothing good to say,
Yes.
don't say it at all, or something like
Yeah, something like that.
that. On a positive note, it looks like we're going to get the appropriate 9 million and get the toys we need. Not necessarily everything we want, but what we need.
I got what I need. I mean, I got the Dragoon and the special and the gun, but I would like to get the Bloodwing because I still haven't had a chance to get it, and I'd like to get the upgrade tokens for the Dragoon, even though I probably won't have time to do anything about it.
And don't forget all the upgrade, the weapons as well. And
Oh, and I want the new, the new PvP ship, and its weapon.
Ejaculator.
Yeah, that one.
somebody had to go and say that.
Again.
Again.
Again, yeah.
I know.
Right.
I was like, okay, they've worn out on it. Good. And then, it's like the koalas; they just won't go away.
Yeah.
See, I had to bring up the koalas since nobody else does.
Well,
yet.
the koala thing hung around for a few weeks.
Hey, do you know they now have a serum they're only a year away from not curing it, but what's preventing it?
Okay.
Vaccination.
Preventing what? Koalas?
Human version, the vaccination. You can get vaccinated for it coming up.
Okay.
Chlamydia.
Okay, all right. I didn't realize if there was some sort of werewolf thing. You get bit by a koala, and then you turn into a human koala thing. You never know. You never know what's coming out in science these days.
Vicky, I haven't tried the NEMs on the targets, but I doubt they can auto. They're not a good auto ship.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. No.
So, okay. Well, if we don't have much else, I just can't. I would expect to see upgrade kits come out and other functions in the game. Probably the first time we'll see them again, it was probably be pillage. I would expect to see more. So as far as deciding how you want to spend your points, consider that you're going to get another look at those kits because they want you to use them. Because they take so much time to actually, for these upgrades to actually take place. They want, and you can't use your generic tokens on them, and they're gonna, they want you to have these kits. So, I would look around and decide, as Cuttlefish mentioned earlier, he's getting enough to get them to U2, and probably U1 and U2 is probably a reasonable thing, but U3 is probably going to take significantly more time. So just keep that all in mind.
But with this particular ship, would it be helpful, do you think, to make put one of the P3 and sort of use it to help tank for the others?
Possibly. I mean, there's a lot of things we don't know about the target. How much splash is going to be involved, and what
Right.
we'll know more from the VXP targets, hopefully.
A lot of times when we do have cannons, these are cannons, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't we kind of tank them?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we thought that what tanking was a good idea, and sometimes it became less of a good idea because it became too hard to drive. And once they made the splash damage,
Right.
we don't know the projectile speeds of what's coming at us. Can we outrun them? Because this is going to can be a pretty fast ship, considering if you keep it moving, you're going to have a combat speed of plus 100. You're already starting off at 35. Maybe in the FM, maybe we'll see some sort of ballistic sync drive. I don't know. Who did we just lose? But they're going to go fast. They're going to have at least 150 combat speed. So, I'm just wondering if you want to tank at that point, because 150 combat speed is pretty fast.
Yeah, that's true.
Might be difficult to effectively run a tank with that sort of combat speed. But I don't know. We haven't seen the targets or anything like that.
Well, that's going to be interesting. Have we ever had a ship? What's the combat speed on the Apollos? They were the fastest, weren't they?
As far probably, because I think this is pretty much the Apollo mechanic.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then we had, if you want to click it one more time, because we had the frenzy mechanic on the, that only gave you plus 50 combat speed. The frenzy mechanic for the Eradicator.
Okay.
And that started with a base combat speed of 30. And there's the potential, like I said, there's a potential in the FM that we'll see a new engine. I don't know. But we normally see one or two things in the FM that works well with whatever we got in the the last raid in the cycle. But things are changing with this 2-month thing, and who knows?
Right. Okay.
Thank you.
So,
on the upgrade kits for the Dragoon,
yeah,
I actually am thinking they will probably have them in a TLC next week. Would be my guess.
Yeah. I mean, they could. Like I said, in either that or in Pillage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably both places.
Well, after the TLC for the suppressor, I don't have faith in my ability to complete TLCs anymore. Okay, I have plenty of faith in my abilities. I don't have faith that Kix will give us a target, but my abilities set for.
Okay. So Ben, what happened with your browser?
I had a flash crash and
Okay, I got you.
hit the X button on the browser on accident, and yeah.
Okay, well that actually makes sense, because if you do have the that's probably what I just explained, that if you did have a flash crash, you need to shut the whole thing down and start it again if you are using Chrome.
I can only play in Chrome. I cannot. The lag in any other browser is so horrendous for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen my monitor.
Yeah. Yep.
It's newer than my tower.
No, it's
Oh. I actually imagine your monitor is like it's sitting on the floor and it's encased in wood, but I could be wrong. I haven't actually
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
his monitor. I've just seen his aspect ratio, and his
It-
aspect ratio goes back is at least 10 years ago.
It's got one of them record players built into it on the side also that you lift over.
And it only has a 12-inch screen, but it took him 3 guys to move it into his house.
You got an 8-track player in the back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's
Yeah. The 8-track player's in the car, but yeah. So, I don't know. Do we have much else that we want to cover on the live show, or are we good at this point? And I don't know. Is there enough? We haven't really overfilled at this point. I'm not sure how many people want to participate. Raise your hand if you want to participate in the after show. That way I can start out a Hangouts, which allows us to hold 4 additional people without any juggling. So if you can give me any comments in the YouTube chat, if this interests you at all. Otherwise, I'm not going to bother if we're not going to get any more people wanting to jump in for that. So, and I'll give a couple minutes for people to respond, and we'll go from there.
Vicky's coming in.
What?
Vicky's coming in.
Hangout might not be a bad option.
Okay.
That way you don't have to be here constantly.
Yeah, yeah. Or juggle people. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just curious if people wanted to pop in. But it appears that we've exceeded our limit. So I will start out a Google Hangouts that people can join. That I'll post I'll post the link to as soon as I shut down the live stream.
Give me like 2 minutes.
Chuck, sometimes those hangouts last for hours. You should try the link when you get home, and that might still be going on. I'm not there. Somebody might be.
Yeah, you slacker Arturian.
Arturian?
Chuck.
Yeah, sometimes they do, Chuck.
And it gets crazy in there sometimes.
Yeah.
And the topics usually stray away from battle pirates by that time too.
Yeah.
On occasion.
I remember interrupting a few times. Well, I hate to interrupt with something about the game, but
I mean, that's where you hear all about the midget porn. And
No, you don't.
Yeah, yeah. Lady Cat always tells us the best sites. So, yeah.
as long as it doesn't talk about koala ejaculation, I'm fine.
Yeah, yes. You know, she has her favorite. She calls teapot. So,
it's quality.
yes, well.
Yeah,
All
she's
right.
always asking to be tipped over.
Yeah. I'm a little teapot. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, yes. Alrighty. Well, if we are done with the live show, I'm going to go ahead and post the link for the after show and end this show, and I will end the show soon afterwards because I don't want to have to listen to both shows simultaneously. So good night, everybody. I'm posting the link to the right-hand side, and anybody else want to say good night?
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Later, people, and we will see you on Wednesday, if not before.
Okay. See ya.
See ya.